be honest. But we're gonna jump into these topics. Off gate, my boy 21 Savage, the savage of all savages. He out here shooting. Like I said before, he was Drake shooter on the album. Now he's back in these streets shooting from half court at niggas. You know what I mean? And it take a certain type of nigga to be on Clubhouse. I'm not on Clubhouse anymore. I was on there like the initial peak of COVID and the pandemic and shit. But nah, I'm not a Clubhouse nigga. I do appreciate when niggas record Clubhouse and upload it on YouTube. That way I don't gotta sit through all that live bullshit. Just give me straight to the point. Give me straight to the point. And I think sometimes niggas just be like, damn. They feel like I don't know if they feel like they boot caking on the phone, but niggas just be letting shit fly. And apparently, 21 Savage said that Nas isn't a relevant factor in the hip hop game anymore. We're gonna try to find a video so I can hear it out of his mouth. Let me see if I can find that for you guys. You know what I mean? Cause I had a similar conversation about Nas in our group chat, my personal group chat that I'm in. So I'm not the biggest fan of Nas, just off gate. Let me tell y'all that. I found a video, so we're gonna get to that. But I'm gonna tell you off gate, I've never been a fan of Nas. And then just to tell you how horrible of a Nas fan I am, the only two albums that I really fucked with was Hip Hop Is Dead and the one he called Nigger, because it was mad controversial, you know what I mean? So you could take my criticism with a grain of salt, but 21 Savage, let's just go ahead and play what he has to say. We gonna go straight to the horse's mouth. 21, take it away.
People's though.
What y'all
Nah, they
saying
got more
relevant though? I
fans.
don't feel like he's relevant. I just feel like
No,
he got
none
a
of them are
fan.
relevant.
Man,
I don't feel like
Coogee
Nas is
Outkast,
relevant.
bro.
Yo,
Outkast,
like,
Coogee Rap
you
and
got
Kane dropped the
Outkast.
project, and that shit was
Hold
ass.
on.
One mic,
Who
one
said
mic,
none
one
of them
mic.
are
One
relevant?
mic, one mic,
You said
one
Nas
mic,
not
one
relevant
mic.
in 2020?
bro.
And then that's half the reason why I be off for goddamn Clubhouse, nigga. It's too many niggas on the one mic. They're saying one mic, that contributes to the extra niggas talking. And I don't think they realize that shit, nigga. Stop talking, and there won't be a need for you to say one mic. But go ahead, 21.
Mike,
No,
one
No,
mic.
no, one mic.
no, he's not. He's not relevant. He just has a
Yeah, I'll be right
loyal
back,
ass
yo.
fan base.
Thank
He
you.
just has a loyal fan base and he still make good ass music. But
They don't have
like
a core fan base,
relevant,
bro.
what?
All right. So you heard it there from the horse's mouth. You heard it from 21 himself. 21 says, all right. And, excuse me. I personally do this now that I'm on the internet talking shit about niggas. I like to, you know what I mean, add a silver lining at the end of my statements. 21 said, yeah, Nas is irrelevant right now, but he has a very loyal fan base and he makes great music. And I feel like that's nail. He hit the nail right on the head. So clap it up for 21 Savage. Thank you. I will say Nas to a certain demographic is irrelevant. Nas comes with a certain texture that you may have to just certainly you may have to live that lifestyle or walk down them same dirty dusty streets as Nas. You know what I mean? Nas is not the same dirty dusty nigga, but he give you that same dirty dusty feeling. Even though King's Disease, his last three albums with Hit Boy have been elevated level of production. I would say that was my biggest pet peeve with Nas. Nas has always not had the best production. I can say some of Nas's standouts for me, which solidifies Nas as one of my hip hop legends. I'm not gonna say he's my favorite, but he's definitely a legend. Will definitely be his feature work. He always spazzes on features. Like one standout is We Major on Kanye. What was that? Late Registration. Nas went the fuck off. You know what I mean? I gotta give Nas his just due, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean? I get the same shit that Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj can make a good song, some shit for the radio, but I'm not listening to no fucking Nicki Minaj album. This is a man. I'm not about to press play on that. And as a man, I'm not pressing play on Nas like that. I'm sorry. Is he irrelevant though? I will say to a certain ear, a certain person that's listening for that, Nas is 100, 1000% relevant. He's proven that he's not falling off. One of my biggest things with this whole King Disease run is I can give it up to him if it was like a pure elevation on each album, but it's just staying in the road. It's very consistent, and I don't like this shit. It's fucking safe. If I will go my whole career, 20 years, you know what I mean, just doing my whole thing, and then I finally lock in with a producer, we do our own thing, and then I get Grammys, I get the justification that, yeah, I'm doing something right, and then I just keep doing that shit, it becomes stale. It becomes stale, and it's very safe. Unfortunately, that's my biggest gripe with Nas. It's just like, it's not connecting to me personally. Like I said, I never been, where's he from? Queens. Never been to Queens. You know what I mean? I don't live that same lifestyle, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just being ignorant towards his new stuff because, like I said, it has elevated as far as content. The content has elevated, but it just ain't for me. And it ain't for everybody, and that's where, you know what I mean, in this hip-hop game, unfortunately, that's where you become irrelevant. Where you become lost in yesterday. Or hip hop is a young man's sport, nigga. You might just be too old. You might have aged out of the importance of hip hop. That lane. Like I said, motherfucking on the last episode, Ice Spice got what Nas wish he had. Nigga, the pulse of the culture right now. And it just ain't what Nas is right now. Nas is not microwave rapper. You gonna have to put that nigga in a crock pot. Nas is a crock pot ass rapper in a microwave world. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? We ain't in the microwave. We in the air fryer world. Well, we can do the whole meal in that bitch. We could do way more than what we used to do with the microwave. So we are in the air fryer ass world with Nas still cooking in the crock pot. So to 21's point, and I'll play it one more time. Let me just hear it from the horse's mouth yet again.
People's though.
What y'all saying? Relevant? I don't feel like he's relevant. I just feel like he got.
No, none of them are relevant.
Man,
I don't feel like
Nas
is relevant.
Cool G Rap and Kane dropped the project, and that shit was ass.
Hold on. Who said none of them are
One
relevant?
One mic, one mic.
No, he's not relevant. He just has a loyal ass fan base.
Thank you.
He just has a loyal fan base that and he still make good ass music. But
They don't
like,
have a core fan base,
what?
And again, you heard it. You know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean, that's as politically correct as you can get on hating. Well, I don't even know if like 21 is up right now, so you can't even call him a hater. But, you know what I mean, he's just speaking the truth. That Nas is not relevant. Nas is not relevant to the point that, like I said, we were having an argument in our group chat about is Nas has this solidified Nas is having a better discography as Jay-Z. So that right there tells you that you your biggest talk point is he as good as the nigga that's not even trying anymore? The nigga that retired once, came back and is just playing. The nigga that's just doing layup lines. So yeah, Nas right now is not relevant, unfortunately. Especially, I'm gonna just speak for me personally. I listened to that Nas album and it didn't stick out to me, nigga. I think people are stuck in the 2010s as far as a quality of music. I'm looking for some futuristic shit. I'm sorry. Give me that bullshit that don't really make sense. Let my ears get raped. And unfortunately, let me blurt that word. Let my ears get sexually assaulted by your music. And you know what I mean? If I like it, eventually I'll get used to it. You know what I mean? And maybe I should edit that out. But I like new frontiers when it comes to music. Nas has, for the previous 20 years, been on the same type of wave. Maybe it's more educational, more grown man talk that I'm not really trying to listen to music for. I'm not trying to listen to music for that shit. I got audiobooks. Nas need to drop a fucking audiobook. Nas need to
shut the fuck up.
Cause Nas, it comes a point where what are you really doing this for? Like, what are you trying to prove? Or are these obligations that you're trying to fulfill? I don't know. I don't know, Nas. And I honestly can't sit back and just let you keep doing this. This should be the last King's Disease, Hit Boy. Because I could see if I'll look at Hit Boy's recent production, but Hit Boy ain't really profiting off of this like that. I mean, he won a Grammy. That's cool, but I don't see his DJ Mustard run of production. I don't see his who else? Metro Boomin run of production after this. I see him still working with you, Nas. So if that's what y'all want to do, that's y'all group. You know what I mean? Nas and Boy. You know what I mean? Then that's what y'all gonna do, but it's very limiting at this point. You can't just keep doing the same thing. You know what I mean? It's a reason that Donda 2 hasn't came out yet. You know what I mean? Because do we really need another Donda? We don't. We don't need another King's Disease, Nas. Because you have proven that with the right production, you can make a classic. You can make classics. Not for me, but for your fan. You make classics. But once you get stuck in that and you're like, oh, I guess I'll do another one. And I'll do another one. It ain't cool, bro. Move on. Move on, Nasir. And I'm about to move on. I'm about to move on. Nasir.